Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from anywhere you're watching, joining us from for this section. So this section is the concluding part of the um, consumption of the API endpoint for the price precision app. And we've already in the first section we implemented the endpoint where we have to create user and sign up user. But before we proceed, I'd like us to correct one issue we had concerning the use of form data function from the input function from the from JavaScript that's using form data to populate all the input values so that we can use it and send it to the backend instead of having it to targeting each of those ID of those input fields. So for now, I'm going to be commenting this. So I'm going to show you where the error was. I actually had to like rewatch the video and actually see what I was. It's because I actually watched the video. Probably that's why I didn't actually see the error. So we're going to do this again. All right. Sorry. So there I was trying to create a variable, call it form data. Let me use Kamikaze form data is equal to just call new form data. So you can read more on it, then you can decide to like give it an attribute or thereabouts, call it since we are targeting the event, okay, we are under this sign up form event listener, so we need to actually target this event. That's e dot target. So that it will be able to target to be able to make reference to the object the form input of this particular form. All right, so now I'm going to just show you. Let's just like console.log what our form data is before we turn it to our object. So I'm just going to say form data dot entries. So now the mistake I was actually making in the initial video was not invoking this method. Okay, so I need to like invoke it with this double parentheses before. This was where the issue was. I actually omitted this close open and close parentheses after the entries. That's why we're not getting this form input. So right about now I'm just going to comment this our API call, so we don't have to like call the backend. We just want to like see the what the input field is on our console without sending a request to the backend. So let's quickly test that, then we're going to continue with our section. Where did I open this guy? Okay, here. So I've already started up the app. So sorry about that. I want to open the developer tool so we can see our console. Okay, so we have our console here. Let me just shrink this a little bit. So we're working on the sign up form. So let me fill this with some random data, and probably we are going to get, let me use password as password, and just say this is a demo. All right, submit. Okay, yeah, it's just going to give you something like this. It's going to return an iterable object, so we need to like turn this is an object anyways, but we won't be able to see it unless we like use the object function is an input function in order to convert this iterator to give us the real object of it. So I'm just going to do something here. So I'm just going to like call the object dot form entries, then pass this form data dot entries into it. So you can read more on this object. It's just to like is a functionality for JavaScript object. I'm trying to convert this iterator into an object, so we can have this populated as what is a key value pair. whereby the key is what the name of the form, and then the value is what the input, the what we are passing inside the what's inside the input field. Okay, so let's do this again and see whether we are on the right track. This is a demo, so submit. Yeah, sweet. So we can see that what we are now getting what our objects, whereby we have the key value pairs from the word from the form. You can see that this is very straightforward. What you just have to do is just a single line of code and then probably 2 lines of code, instead of having to target what each of those inputs from our what from our HTML what documents using their IDs. So I'm just going to comment that out, and so since what I need is this object. Okay, so I'm just going to create another I'm going to create another variable. So I'm just going to call it form data. I hope you can see my screen, and let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, sweet. So form data object is equal to, let me just copy this thing. I was console.login, and that's just what I need. Missing a close bracket. Let me comment this guy out. So if you're here presently in this call and you are trying to wonder what we are doing, so we have actually done this in the previous section. So you might want to like take a look at the video of the first you might want to take a look at my YouTube channel to watch the first part of this recording, where we consume the endpoint for creating and logging in user. So I'm just trying to update that real quick here before we move on to what the product section, where we have to create, update, delete, and view product. I think we can actually view product, but we are going to do all that here. So here in this place, in the body where I was stringifying the form data, well, what should I be stringifying here is the form data object, because this is what we are sending to the backend. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, I'm missing a close bracket here. Yeah, so let's test this now. Let's try to create a new user, but before then I need to start up my server, because I'm running on the local host presently. So npm, we've not yet hosted is the backend API. Npm run dev just to start up the server. So we have the server listing on this localhost, because that's like the base URL that I used, which was declared at the top here. Where is it? Where did you go? Okay, yeah, this is it here. Okay, since we are still operating on localhost, so I just have to use what it is listing on. If we are going to eventually deploy this API, so the base URL will change to the domain, well, the domain provided by us by that hosting service. All right, so yeah, we've already passed the form data as the body, where we are sending to this request. Okay, so we are fetching this endpoint. We are sending a post request to this particular endpoint that is here, and then the form data object is gotten from using the form data function from JavaScript. So let's go ahead and try to create a new user. If all things being right, so if we've already actually consumed this. I don't want to start explaining all this again. You might want to watch that video again. So let's see if this is working fine. I think I already have this user. If this is correct, we should get an error saying what the user with this email already exists, something like that. Okay, submit. Yeah, sweet. So you can see that what user with this email already exists. Okay, so let me try to change the email address. Let me just use some random email address. So we have, you can see this is loading, then it has loaded the product page. Okay, so this is where we want to start from for now. Now this product page, we shouldn't be having all these data here, all these data are being coded from the front end. So we need to actually, but we need it to be what, to be populated, because this is a new user, okay, and the user doesn't, has not added any product to this our app yet, so never. Now for now, since this is being hard coded from the front end, so I'm just going to go to the to that front end page whereby we're hard coding these values, and then we move all these values. So by the time we add a new product here, so whatever product is being added here, it will be what is populated at this place. All right, so let's go. Okay, so where were we? So I'm just going to find the product.html. Yeah. So at this point we have the, okay, these are all the these are all the datas, I guess. Yeah, we have the, okay, these are it, these are the body, that's the table body. So this table body shouldn't be there. All right, but for now, I'm looking for a faster method to actually go about this. Anyways, so let's just move on. So now there shouldn't be any of this data here coded from the front end. So we are going to actually let me just comment this out for now. Let's see how the table looks like. So if I should refresh this page, sweet. So we just have the table headings, that's the product name, the price, the order, and then the status. So currently, well, this should actually show something like you have no product available or something, because there are no products until when the user was add a single product, then the product is going to be populated here. So going back here, but we actually need, I don't want to comment all of this out, because we actually need this table row, the table data, so that what is going to be populated, and we can actually pass what ID for each of these guys. So what is being collected from the backend will just be populated inside this table by targeting what each of these ID. Is a lot to process, I know, but we are going to get this done. All right, so let me just leave this guy for now. Let me leave the coded data there. So I'm just going to create a new, just something similar to this without any of those data. So I'm going to get rid of okay, I think they are actually they have a styling on this class. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of the values. Okay, I don't know where this x is coming from, but oh, they're using it to actually, I think that's what they want to use to delete. Don't worry. I don't want to do a lot of work here, so let me just get rid of this guys here. Let me get rid of this other guy here. So for now, if I should do this, I should just be having, yeah, this x here, but that x shouldn't be there. There's a way that you can actually do this. I think this x is just here to, in case you want to delete that particular product. Okay, so you can see we have no data here, so definitely this data here will be coming from the back end, that the backend is based on what the user was added. Okay, so let's go back to our product. Let's try to make a connection to that create product endpoint. So I'm just going to go to the product.js. So just the same way, since we have a form here for adding a product, where is it again? Yeah, for adding a product, where is it? Okay, yeah, this is it. So I'm just going to target the form itself. Okay, the form doesn't have an ID, so I'm just going to give it an ID. So is equal to let me say product, I'm just call it product form, product dash form. I hope I'm not going too fast. If you have a question, where I'm going to entertain your question after this. So or if you're watching this video, if you have a question along the way, just drop in the comment section any question that you have, and we're going to get back to you. So moving on, so just the same way I did for the sign in and sign up on form, I'm just going to target this form itself and then use form data to get what the data of what of the form, and that's it, and then send it to the backend. Okay, sweet. So let's just say, let me create a variable here, const. What should be the name of our variable? Sorry. Let's call it product. Is there anything like, okay, this is, oh, this is for the button, I don't need it, but okay, it's for the other button. Okay, let me just call it const product form is equal to document dot get element by id, and the name of the id is product form. Yeah, sweet. So I'm just going to say product form. I'm going to add an event listener. I'm using I already mentioned this before. So the event that I want to be listening to is a submit. So you can see from here we should have a submit button. What is it? Okay, yeah, inside the form we have a button. Oh, how is this button be used? Well, so if you have a button inside the form, it's just going to take a submit type, so you don't need to actually specify the type. By default, it's going to take the submit on type, and this is the button I'm talking about, this add products. Okay, once you click on it, it's like you submitting it, okay, sending the form out. So that's what I'm listening to here. So when I listen to the submit, let's even check this if it's gonna work. So let's just console.log something as random here, so we know that we are on the right track. Console.log a product, let me just say product added successfully. Sweet, thank you AI. AI is sweet. So let me add product. So let me just give it product name, let me just say iPhone. Price, let me just say $2,500 per one, and it is available. Okay. Oh, sorry, the same mistake I usually make. I forgot to like remove the default what's it called, default event on this, on the form, on that submit button, by just using e here and then using e.prevent default. So the default for this is anytime you click on a submit button, it's just going to refresh the page. So actually so we can actually see what is on our console. So let's go again. So we have the iPhone, we have the $2,500 price per one, and it is available, and yeah, product added successfully. Sweet. Okay, we are on the right track. So we've been able to like target the form and the submit button. So this is what we are going to work on to send the data to the backend. So now we are just going to send this data to the backend. So before then, let me go to my backend and see how I'm collecting the data. So the product controller, what I'm collecting here is the product name, the price, the power, and then the status. That's exactly what we have here: product name, the price, the power, and the status. But this is the way I want it to be sent. Okay, just like I explained, if you're sending product name as just product name or something, you can see here I have product status. But if you are going to be sending it the way it is written here, the backend will collect it. It has to collect it the same way. Okay, so sorry. So anyways, so let's move on. Okay, sorry, where was I? Yeah, sorry, I was trying to find this file. Let me comment this guy for now, and then we go on with this. So what you want to do now is to what is to get the form data. What's your problem? Okay, and we are going to be using the data form, the input build function form data. So let me just call this const. Let me give it another name, product data. I think this is better. It's going to be new form data. Then I'm going to use the event dot target. That means target is particular what form. All right, so I'm going to convert this into the entries of what inside this form into an object so that I can then send that object back. So let me create another variable called product data, just similar to what I have for the sign in and sign up. Okay, product data object, and this is going to take the object dot from entries, then passing the what the product data dot entries here, then remember to invoke it. So if all being said, now if you try to like don't let me waste my time by console.login this. So let's just go ahead and use the fetch API here. So sorry, I'm a little bit lazy, so I'm just going to copy. Let me see the way I use this. So I'm just going to copy what is being caught as the error here. So you have this here. So I'm using the try catch statement, whereby it's just going to run this, and then if there's any error, it's going to catch it here, and then console.log it out for us. It's going to like send it to the console. Yeah. So now I'm going to use I'm using the promise on the async and await style. So I need to make this an async function so that I'll be able to use the word the await here. So definitely there should be a response here. Then I'm going to be using the await key. Okay, that means I want this is an asynchronous process function that that is going to allow you to keep it's just a way that you're just trying to say, for this particular what you're about to do on this line 25, don't wait for it. You can go ahead and do every other thing until when this guy is done, then you can then make use of it anywhere that it is being needed. So that's just basically it. So you don't have to. So when JavaScript run code by code from top to bottom, right? So when it gets to this particular line 25, if this line 25 actually is going to take a little while. So what is just trying to asking to do is, don't let this to be like a waiting spot. Like, don't wait too much for this. You can go ahead and do everything. So when this guy is done, then you can just use it where it is being needed. Basically that's just it. What was I doing? So I'm calling the fetch. Okay, I need my base URL. Okay, so I'm just going to come here and then copy this base URL. Yeah. Okay, then come back here. Where should I put it? Let me put it here. Okay, so now I'm going to be using this string literal, because this is just the base URL. I've not attached the endpoint to add a product, because what we're actually doing here is what's adding a product. Actually, this form is for adding a product. So I think I should actually change the name of this. Let me just say add product form. I think that actually makes sense. So sorry about this. I don't want to stress myself, so I'm just going to do this. So add product form. Yeah, so sweet. I think that name is actually making sense now. So if you let me just go to the route and see the way for adding of products. I just have this /create, but before then, let me go to my index, the entry file of this for products where I mounted the route. You can see it's having /product, so it should be /product /create is the endpoint to what to create to add a new product. So just be careful and make sure you double check all these things. So the first thing I want to do here is just since I'm using the string literals, just call the what's my base URL, and this is going to be we get away base URL. Then we have the /products slash create. So this is the endpoint to what, to create. So it's just making a fetch, an API call to this endpoint. So what do you want to do here now? You're sending, what's the method? We need to specify the method of this, which is going to be a post request, because we are adding what, we are adding product. Then we need to specify the what, the header of this content, which is the header, that's content type, which is going to be a JSON format. I already explained this in this first video. Then definitely we are going to be sending a body, which is going to be a stringified JSON what object. All right, so this is it. So we have the body. Then we are now going to let me just check something here real quick. Okay, so we need the data gotten from this response, right? So after all this is done, so outside this, so this response is just a variable. So everything that is this API call here, this post request, is we are just saving the data inside this response, and now we need the data. So we are just going to say const data is equal to await, that's get the what, the JSON what response from the JSON format of what, of this response. So we can then say that let's just console.log the data and see what we have. Okay, so here what we are just doing here is just what, making a post request to what, to the back, to this what, to this endpoint, and sending this the form data object to the what, to this endpoint, that's to the server. Then the server will, what the server is returning is a JSON, what is a JSON format actually, and that is what we are like getting that JSON object and storing it inside a variable called what, data, and then what, saying what that data looks like on our console. So let's test this endpoint and see where we are. So I'm just going to refresh, then passing my iPhone back, $2,500, and the price per one, and then it is available. Let's add products. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy. So yeah, this actually worked. Okay, this actually worked. There's something we actually missed in the, when we are signing up. Okay, so when you sign up, so what this is actually, this forbidden error that we're getting is from what, the authorization what header, because we only want an authorized user, that's an authenticated user, to what, to be able to what, to add a product. So currently this user, we are not making use of, when you create a user, we are supposed to get the token, and the token is going to act as a way of what, of validating that what, this is an authenticated what user, this is a registered user. So I'm just going to go back and fix that here. So now in this case, let me just show you something here. Okay, let's go back and the login. Okay, let me, oh sorry about that, let me log in this particular user. Before then, what, don't let me, in the login, I just want to make the use of the login, so that since login is just like, you don't have just two input fields. So here I'm going to comment this place that we are loading the page anytime the user login successfully. I just want to like just check the data, so we can then see what is there. So let me reload this. My own doesn't reload automatically, so I think this user is there. Yeah, so you can see that what, we have this token here. So this token here is what is just specific to what, to this particular what user. Is a way of uniquely identifying what, the user, so that when we are on the another page, we can then make use of this token to what, to authorize the user to be able to what, to perform other actions in our what, in our app. So what I'm waiting here is I need a way to actually what, to get that token, and then we can, there are actually different ways. We can pass it as a what, we can store it in the section, I think section storage or local storage. There are two ways that we can make use of this token. Okay, there is actually a better way, but for now, not to waste too much of our time, I'm just going to be using this token in the what, in the local storage, and then the, or yeah, I'm going to be using the local storage, or what, or you can use it in the section storage. So coming back here, I hope I get this right. So this is where you are going to see the what, if you go to application, so under application you can see we have what, these two storage. Okay, we have storage, we have the local storage and then the section storage. So we can actually save it here. For now, there is actually nothing here. Automatically the username, that's I think, where did this come from? I don't want to start explaining all of this. So we have basically, so we are just going to like save the token inside what, the section storage, or what, or the local storage, whichever works. So I don't want to start should I differentiate what this these two is? Don't worry, let me leave that to you. Find out the difference between the local storage and the section storage. I don't want to start wasting too much time here. So at this place where the user, where the message is what is login successful, I want to get that that token and save it somewhere. So what I will do is just, I'll just call the local storage method is an input function, method function. Let me just leave that function. Then I'm going to use the set method, that's the set item. That means I want to set something inside what, let me call it a user token. And then what do I want to set? It takes two arguments. The first one is the variable of what you want to store, the name of the variable of what you want to store, and then the second one is what, the value that you want to store in the variable. What do I want to store in the variable is just the data dot what token, the token gotten from what, from this data. Okay, inside this data we have message and token. That's what I showed you before. So now I just want to like set the user token, that data, the token gotten from data inside the variable called was user token in the what, in the local storage. Okay, so let's do this. So you can see for now there's nothing here. Okay, this is the data we have, what, message and token. All right, so let's refresh this. For now there's nothing here, or probably let me just, no, don't worry, just leave it like that. So if I should sign in now, okay, let me sign in this user. Oh, I don't want to load this page. Let me remove this page that is being loaded when the user login successfully. So we'll be able to see this in our inside our console. We can still see it anyways. So let me just return it back. We can still see it on any page. Since we have already saved it in the local storage, it will be available on any what page. I don't want to give you a hint. So we have this, so it has loaded this. So if you go to the local storage now, go to that where is it now, section storage, and go here. Okay, yeah, this is it. Since we save it in the local storage, I did not save it in the section storage, I won't be able to find that user token. So if you go to the local storage, under that the current server, the parent port, you can see we have this guy called what, user token, and it has already what, saved that token here. I hope you can see this clearly. So yeah, so that's just it. So it's as a result of what, of this line that we actually did here. So we just saved the token inside what, the local storage. If I save it inside the section storage, this is where I'm going to find it, but currently there's nothing on the section storage. So like I said, make sure you find out the difference between the local storage and the section storage. So let's move on. Yeah, so now going back to our product here, so we are going to use that since if you go to the backend, let me just go to the backend here. Let me go to the route itself so that I will explain something. So what this route is doing is, the first thing is going to do is just what, is to run this this middleware function, this is a function, actually is a middleware function. And this, what this middleware function is just to, is just to extract the what, the business ID, because the business ID is what we are making, we are using to uniquely identify a particular user, because the business ID is actually what, unique, okay, for each what, for each user. All right, so if I should go to this endpoint, so this function now, you can see is a middleware that is extracting the what, the business ID from the token that is being passed to the what, to the header. Okay, so we need to what, to pass that token. In essence, what I'm trying to say is this token that we saved inside this item, we need to pass it as what, as an header when we are sending this response, so that what, we'll be able to what, uniquely identify that what, this is a registered user and this is the user that is what, making use of this particular what, that is trying to what, to access that functionality of our what, of our app. So before then, I'm going to, so I use the set item method from the local storage to actually what, save the token inside the user store, user token. But in this case, what I'm going to do is to call the local storage again, but this time I'm going to use the what, the get item. I want to get something from the local storage. So what do I want to get in this case? The first, the key is the name of what I want to get. So what I want to get is a string, is what I want to get, the what, the user token. I think this was the way I actually saved it, the user token. You can decide to save this in a variable. I can just say const, because I'm going to use it anyways. Const user token is equal to local storage dot get element by, yeah. So let's do something fun before we actually send this request, or let's just send the request. Let's try to what, to console.log our user token, console.log our user, I'm coming, please give me a minute, user token. So go back here, so let me just refresh, and then let's try to add a product. So let's go back to our console now. So if all things being equal, if all things being right, if we try to add a product, please a minute, I can see someone is trying to talk. Just let me just finish this. Yeah, hi, what's up? Yeah, we have our token here, so sweet. We've been able to like get that token that is being saved inside this what, this local storage here, and be able to what, to console.log it, and that is the token that we are going to use to what, to authorize this user, so that the user will be able to what, to post, to add a product. Okay, please go ahead. Let me quickly entertain this young lady, I think. Does anybody have a question? I think someone just submitted a mic just now to just call my attention to something. If there's anything that you're missing or not, probably you can't hear me clearly, or my screen stopped sharing at some point, you can just let me know. And Topman, okay, I'm not actually working on a new Git branch. Sorry, my bad, I forgot again. Sorry, I'm just seeing your message. Is Topman still here? Okay, yeah, he's still here. Okay, so let's move on. We're making progress. I'm using my boss line. We're making progress. Where was I? I don't like being distracted. So so inside this header, okay, I've passed the what, the content type to be this application just, or JSON. So I'm just going to pass another thing here. So let me just break this down. Let me break it. Okay, it's already getting too long. Or let me just use the wrap so we can actually see the text. So this time I'm going to call the authorization. I think is always in capital letter. Authorization. I don't want this auto completion to be, is actually giving a lot of hints. So okay, just like I was explaining, what this middleware is going to do is just to like get the what, the token Okay, and the from the authorization header, and the authorization header is always passed as the word bearer token. Okay, that's what they use in most cases. So you can see I use the split method in order to split it by space. Okay, this implementation is not actually all complete, but it actually does the job just for a basic level. So we have bearer token. That's why I'm using this split by space to get what the element at the what at the first, sorry, at the second index here. Yeah, so since going back here, I'm just going to pass on, I'm going to use my string literals and then pass in the word be bearer, sorry, be bearer token. Yeah, hello. I don't know why our screen is still visible. Hello. Did someone do something before? I don't know why this still was showing that the screen was not visible earlier. Sorry about the noise, the background noise. Anyways, my nephew is crying a lot. Um, where was I? Yeah. So this, I'm passing the token as a what as an authorization header so that we can use that to what to authenticate that the this person is a registered user. But now watch this. If I try to I've actually untested all this. You might want to like check the previous recording on the backend implementation for this app where I tested the endpoint on Postman and give you the every type of responses that we can have. If this token is wrong, we are going to get a particular kind of response and the likes of them. So let's go ahead and send this. Okay, so we should not be, let me just go back to the console. We should not be getting um that other thing that we're getting before, but this time we should be getting a correct value this time. So what's the price? $2,500. Price per one is, and it is available. Oh, okay, we have this message that says internal server error, but that means this is coming from this error is coming from the backend. Probably we are trying to send something to the backend and the backend doesn't accept it. So we are going to figure that out from here. You can see even from my product add product function controller, I'm actually on console.logging the error, and the error is coming from the product name cannot be null. Product underscore name cannot be null. This is something we have an issue. So before then, so let me see the way this data have been sent to the backend. So I'm just going to console.log this my product data form. You know what, let me minimize that one first. So I'm just going to console.log this my product data form to see how the object, I mean product data object rather, is being sent to the backend. So okay, that has been said. So refresh, let's try to add a new product. So as you can see, we are no longer getting that missing authorization header anymore because we already passed the token, but now we are getting a different kind of error. So let me just go back to my $2,500 iPhone, and it's per one. My products are quite expensive, so wow, the only data that this guy is saying is the status, which is weird. It's really weird. It's just only saying the status. Okay, so let's go to the front end. All right, I think that's where this error is saying that what the product name cannot be null. Anyways, you need to pass the product that you're trying to like add here now. Without a product name, yeah, you're just putting a price. Doesn't really make sense. So let's go back to our index product.html, and then we have this product dash name. But why is my form data only saying the status? I wonder why it's only saying the status and not every other thing. It's only saying the status. Does anybody know the reason why it's only saying the status? I'm coming. Yeah, that's what I actually did now. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. You know what? Let me comment this might fetch guy out first, and then console.log what I'm actually getting from the form data, so we can see that. So add product name. I'm back to my iPhone, which cost $2,500, and yeah, of course it is per one and it is available. You can see the only thing we are seeing here is status available. That's the only object. I don't know why. If we try to change this, and why is it showing finished instead of out of stock? Is that an error from the front end? Oh, the ID is finished. Oh, they set a value. Oh, a value was set here. Yeah. So it's taking this value instead of taking the oh, you already set a default value. So let me remove this guy here, and then remove this guy here as well. So we are actually trying to fix some things here. So we have this guy. This one will not still allow me to pass anyway. So there's a required property on each of these fields. So why am I having on, and this one too is on? We need to actually do something here. So let me see what is actually happening here. Okay, let me see. Product status. Okay. But where am I getting the value on from? And why is, hold on, I don't know why this one is not actually like text. Hold on, let me just confirm something from here. Hold on, let me see the way this form is. Okay, are you sure it's not the div that is covering all those guys that is making it not to actually figure them out? Because here we don't have like any type of div, we just have them placed. And if we should change these things, it's going to really affect a lot of things. But probably don't let me use the form data. Probably I'm not going to use the form data. I think the diff that is wrapping the inputs is what is actually making it not to see it. I don't know if that is an explanation, if that is a way to justify why we are getting different type of values when we actually use our inputs, when we console.log the form data. Now let me close all these unnecessary files first. I think the files that I don't need you, I need you. Maybe so. So let's see. I guess we are going to do this the hard way, not to waste too much of our time. All right. So let me. Yeah, I'm just going to get the document by ID anyway. So I don't want to start on. So here we have the product name. So sorry, give me a minute. So product name is, oh, uh, sorry, I'm just seeing a message. Where was I? So we have the product name, label for product dash name, products. Where is the ID? There are no ID for the input self, so I'm just going to set the ID here. So let me put an ID here and then call it products underscore name, and the ID for this guy, we have the price, and the ID for this guy, we have the par, and then this is going to really, this is a radio type. ID available, ID finished. I'm not sure if I know how to actually get, there's going to be a small issue here, but I'm coming. Let's just, if anybody has a better way of actually doing this, please let me know before we start on. So let's go const products, so product name input is equal to document dot get element by ID of what product. I think I used on product underscore name, right? Product underscore name, then const, the next one is the price. So the price input is this guy, get element ID, then const par input. What's the problem? Par input is equal to get element ID par, just par. Now there'll be a little issue with the status. I don't know how to actually get, there are like two different radio here, but you cannot actually select the two of them at the same time anyway. So let's see how we're going to get that. This is class radio, this is one radio, inside is legend. Okay, all right, so yeah, I think that should work. Wow, battery low, I serious. So let me give this status, don't worry, status. Okay, yeah, the should required. It doesn't, I'm not sure if this one matters. So. But it should be required actually. If it's not required, you need to select one of them actually. So let me see. There's a default value from the backend anyway, so we can actually remove the required on this. Okay, yeah, I think there is actually. Okay. Per unit, or yeah, I think the default value is per unit, yes. Oh, that means this one should not enter the unit of, okay, here that I was actually entering one, so it's actually supposed to be unit or something. So let's go back here. So for this part 2, you should remove the required, right? Yeah, I think that's it. Because which ID? Okay, so we've not actually make use of this here, so const status abi status input is equal to this guy. So let's try to, let me just say const, there are so many let me just say product data now. Product data is equal to, so I'm just going to wrap this as an object. So the first thing I want is the product name, right? The product underscore name is going to be product name input dot value. Then we have to take this long route. Did I send you work? Sorry. This thing is always, so price is going to be price input dot value, then pi input is going to be pi input dot value, then status input is going to be status input dot value. So let's try to then console.log our product data. Okay, let's go. I hope we actually we're able to actually do something. So we have iPhone 2500 per unit available. So we are still getting the status input as on. Are you seeing what I'm saying? No, it is where is it, sir? Okay, let's go to the product.css. I think coming. Okay, product. Yeah, this is it. Available is green and the finish is red. Oh, that's true, Seth. I think I'm coming. Dot have no, this is the class, not ID. Dot, yeah. You should use hash. So you should use the class. I think there is class for it too. Where is it again? No, I think the issue is the radio. So when you are using a radio input, it's either it is on or it is off. So the value from a radio is always, yeah, from a radio type of input, it's always on or off. Is when it is text or something. But now, should we? Okay, let's try it first. This is what available value out of stock happy. Yeah, let's try this again. Okay, oh, my iPhone is here. 2500 units available. Oh, awesome, sweet. So let me change this one to this guy, out of stock. I'm still getting available here instead of out of stock. Oh, the issue is because we are using status. So he's just taking the first one, I guess. Yeah, he's just taking the first one. How can we do this? Uh No, no. Um, yeah. Uh, but what kind of check is that? Because now these two guys, they have the same ID, right? But now, how can we? Okay, 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 okay. We can check. Uh, yeah. No, no, no. Do you know what? Hold on, hold on. Let me change this guy. Let me first status two. I want to see something. Let's just we are learning here, so let's just say const status input 2 for now is equal to document status 2, right? So let me just put this as status input 2 is going to be there. This why is, oh sorry, no status input. This should not be status input self. This should be just be status. So let me do this as status 2. Oh, I'm missing a comma here. Yeah. So okay, so let's see what is having our in our console, because it can only select one at a time. That means if this one is on, that means the other one is off. But now that we have a value here, that's where the issue is, because the value that is going to take is which should be out of stock or something. But let's just still try it. Let's just still try it and see what we are going to get. Units, this is available. I said it, I knew it. So we have the available and out of stock because it's just taking the default values on and off. So which if the first one is on, then how we oh gosh, we are going to actually we will handle it. It's going to let's take this value off. Yeah, yeah, sure. So if we should do this now, it's just going to be on and off for each one of them. So this is on, then if one is on, the second one should be off. Why are both of them on and on? Ah, no, 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 no. Then there's something is wrong here. Uh, both of them are on and on. It's not supposed to be. Maybe if we can. Or should we make it a drop down? Should we make it a drop down option? Ah, it's going to scatter. Should you make it a drop down? If you make it a drop down, it's going to scatter this UI. The UI will change. When it is not selected. Wait first. Type radio ID name. Can't really figure out where this is coming from anymore. Wait, let me just do something. Input type radio. Probably we're actually using something here. To get it, your user. No, what are you telling me? Where is it safe? I'm coming. Type radio value mail. Blah, 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 blah. I want to see the way they actually result. Oh, this one actually for I blah 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 blah. They actually loop through. Yes, yes, they loop through each one of these. If okay, it is dot check. Yeah, it's actually dot check, not dot value. Yeah, this is it. For radio, it is checked. Yeah. That's what I wanted to actually say. Thank you very much. Thank you. Is it checked or check? Let me see. Checked, Abby. Yeah, I'm coming. So let's see. Dot checked. Okay, I think we can actually get rid of this guy here. Can get. Let me just comment it out for now. So don't worry. Let's leave it for now. Let's just have this now. I hope this works. Anyway, so unit available. Okay, now this one is returning a true. Let me see. Wait, why is it returning a true? False. Okay, I'm working with only one. Yeah. But hold on first. Hold on. Let me really see something. Just checked. Blah 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 blah. Gender is equal to blah blah blah. They're still using the value. Oh. Okay. We actually set a value. We set a value here. So okay, yeah. Wait. Dot check. Dot. I'm coming. Let's put our value back. We are going to get this guy. So was I the one that actually put? We are going to get you. Available. So value. Let me just copy this guy. I'm not sure if this. The check. Sorry about that. The value. I hope this will not show me a blunder. It's something I've not actually done before, but let's see. I knew it was going to give me undefined. Anyway, so yeah, there's nothing like that. So we can actually find a way to actually say that if we are going to write an if statement, the if statement that we don't want to write. Yeah, yeah. So sorry, available. Then yeah, I will actually remove it. It's always active. Out of yeah, yeah, yeah. It should be stuff now. I swear. So let me remove this. Hmm? This one too, it won't even affect it. So it won't affect it anyways. Yeah, we've already done it on the yeah, yeah. So available also. Then if it's this other one out of stock, peace. So this is nice. We figured out our own way. Yeah. Okay, we are making progress. We are making progress. So this is what we are actually going to send to the backend, and then we are going to come back to. We still have a lot of work to do because sending it to the backend is one thing, then retrieving it is another thing. So for now, this is what we want to send: product data, not product data objects. So is the product data we want to send to the backend. Let me remove this my console.log. Yeah. Okay, I think this is it. So this is the object which is gotten from what the values of all these inputs and stuff like that. Okay, so I hope we don't get any error from the backend now. So let's see, it should give us the data unit. Okay, you know, let me even remove the unit since it is, and don't let me put this. So let me just add the product. We still have this internal server error. Okay, path cannot be null. Oh, we set the path to null. I guess I'm coming. Let's see the table. Yeah. Oh, we are using this not null something. Yeah. No, there shouldn't be this not null if you are passing a default value. That means not null means that you still have to pass in something. Yeah, you must definitely pass in something, whether this, yeah. So that was the okay. Okay, so is already here. Alter, yeah, product info. Anyway, so let me just show tables. Yeah, so alter table product underscore info. Modify. So modify. What's the problem? Modify par. Yeah. Thing. Backup thing. No. No, there's really no need to pass that now. So default. Should I put it should be space a bit in string? Okay. This should do it. Oh, yep. So let's send this guy again. Yeah, product successfully created. Oh, I'm not returning the product back. Yeah. So let's try to select, let's see, select everything from product underscore info. Yeah, we have it. Oh, pi is null. It did not give it the default value. What is your problem? Uh, okay. So describe. uh, okay. So we have the, yeah, no, and it's telling us that default value is null. Even this status here, did you not put the, oh, there's no, oh, actually, in our table, we have the status to be a Boolean type. So that's one thing. So we actually need to actually change this if we want to like make it to be like available and out of stock. We need to change this Boolean type to virtual. Yeah. Then how are we going? We are going to have an issue if we want to like return it back here. We want to fetch this data from the database. What is going to be rendered in this status will be true or false. Unless we want to write another yeah, we should change it to string. So unless we want to start writing another condition. Uh, so let's just change it like this. Modify, what's the name again? Product underscore status. Let's change this thing to vac available. Okay, so what's your problem? Let's describe the table again. So we have this, we have this. So let me send this data again. So let me now send it with unit and then probably out of stock. Let's say carton actually. So product added successfully. So let's see our database for Novex. Wow, we still have this null long. What's the, oh, I know where the issue is the back is my script, sorry about that. I think I might have sent it wrongly. Where's that my object? Yeah, we have the pi input instead of power, and this should be product status. That's why it's not reflecting. Yeah, product underscore status. Yeah, sorry about that. You can see the reason why I say that. Well, what you are sending to backend must tally with what the backend is collecting, or else you are going to be getting the wrong thing in your database. So let's try this again. So this time I won't be passing anything as the price, I mean the power and the, yeah. So let's say we are selling cookies and it is $50. Let's leave this empty. So let's go back and then confirm. Now we are good. So oh, the pie is not populated. What's happening? Now this one is saying out of stock. I did not select out of stock now. when I say the default value should be available. And it's telling me out of stock. We are the one. You need to actually select something. Is this our ternary operator? If we don't check anyone, it's just going to give it a default of out of stock here. Yeah. That's where that one is coming from. So they still have to select, they still have to check one button. They did not check the available button, so it's not giving it out of stock. But why is this guy not? But I don't know why this guy is not actually doing. Oh, I think this guy is actually sending as an empty string. That's why we have it like this. Yeah. Okay, okay. This place, this place. So if it's available else, it should give us null. Yeah, I've actually changed it. Sorry. Where is my this? There's always a lot of issue when consuming API. So let's say I'm selling Samsung now. The price is so let's product, yeah, product created successfully. So let's check our database now. So let me clear this guy. So um okay. Should I modify the table back? Yeah, it is this one. Not null, Abby. Invalid use of null. Okay. At the end. Oh, oh, ah, at the end. Okay. Okay. Let's say not null. Same thing. This one. Oh, okay. This person have actually tried this. So this is actually what we're trying to do. Then the person says try this update or wait. Then now we put the not null after the see. Okay. It looks like there are fields of null value update or null. This is a YouTube video. Okay. This one too is still the same. Oh, oh. Seems like um do you know what? Another way is, unless we just want the user to send the data itself, that's going to, at least for now, let's just make sure that the user just send everything required. Yeah, so that we can, yeah. So we'll just actually so I think I need to change this thing back to out of stock, or else we are not going to get the one for, that means we don't, okay, yeah. So let's refresh this, but this time we are going to pass in, let's say I'm selling ITEL now. I'm selling it at $100. ITEL no dey expensive per unit. Whoa, internal survival. Wow, 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 wow. What is it? Wow, 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 wow. Oh, token has expired. Okay, there is actually there is a need. Yeah. Actually, I did not put, they should actually put, there should actually be a an error handler that actually handles this when the token has expired. I should tell the user to probably log in again, or just redirect the user to go and log in. You know, now that it's just saying internal survival, nobody knows. The user will be trying to add product, and then the user will not be able to know what is causing the issue. So yeah, we are going to handle this error on the back end. The error is not being handled, but it is being consoled on the, it is being logged to the console. That's why I'm able to tell that what the token has expired. So what I just need to do is just to go back. There's no even sign out button here. Wow. Anyway, so let's just go back here. Let me just go back to the index and then log in, sign in the user again. so that a new token will be generated and then saved inside that place. So now let's go back and add ITOL. Let's just say $200 and unit available, and add product created successfully. So now let's check our table for the last time. So we have the unit, we have the available, blah 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 blah. Yeah. So we are good to go. Yeah. So now now in this case, okay. So now what we need to do now is, now that we are just logging the data to the console, we need to find a way to tell the user that what the product has been created successfully. So we'll just target this product, the created this message that is being populated, just alert it for now. So let's just say if data dot message, yep, is equal to, let me just go and copy this guy. Okay, so I'll make mistake. Is equal to this. I want it to, let me close this guy first. I want it to, so I want it to alert the data.message, and then I want to set a screen timeout. Set timeout. So at this point, I just want to like reload the window, or yeah. Should I reload the window? Let me just say, we just get rid of that Yeah, but when it has been reloaded, even the no, the reloading is not necessary actually, because now if we reload, okay, this guy will go away, this pop-up will go away, then what we are just left with is this what is at the back here. But now we need to actually damn, this thing will actually take a lot. We need to actually do something that when we load this page, okay, when we load this, when this product, when the user login and then this product page is being loaded, let me close this guy first, and this product page is being loaded, then an API call, then there should be a request to the backend to fetch what all the products on reload, on load, yeah, when the Windows is loaded. So there should be an API call, a request to the backend to what, to fetch all the products, available product for that particular what user. You understand? But yeah, we have an endpoint to fetch the products. So we are actually going to, shouldn't be, we can just do what's it called? We can just reset the I'm not using form data. If I was using form data, it would have been really nice. Anyways, so we can actually huh? That means I have to I have to bring back all these guys here. All these guys that are targeted, this, the product name, the price, and then clear them here. Yeah. Or can I just do, can I just call the add product form, wait first, add product form dot, is there anything like, no. Hmm. uh I'm coming, hold on. How to, we always have Google, we only have resources, we don't need to be like in our head. How to clear from, let me just say all form inputs, HTML, right, JS. Anyways, are you serious? Upcoming, let me see the way they use it here. Probably that's it. Let's just do it. Dot reset. What is your problem, guy? Okay, dot reset. So let's see what this actually do. Okay, so we have this guy, a product, blah 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 blah. Okay, I have Samsung before. Which other phone did? Nokia. 300. Let's just say $500 per unit. Well, it is out of stock anyway, so probably it will be available later on. Let me just add it for now. So we have the alert. So when you click on OK, this form should be cleared. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's it. But now, the issue now is after you've added all the products here, is there a way to be this implementation can be actually the person will be able to see the product being added at the back here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I think we'll still have I think we might still have to uh continue this section another day because we still have like probably a long way to go. We might still have one more section just to finish it up. But if I want to rush this, we'll just be making so many errors and making so many adjustments, and the video will be extremely long. And there. So what do you suggest? Okay, so for now we've been able to like we'll be able to consume the because we are still going to have an issue when we want to like fetch all the products. Because I need to it is to render it on this, the way. Anyways, don't worry, we can actually figure it out. So I've not actually worked with table before, so it's been a very long time that I actually did the to render it inside this place. So I need to give all these guys ID so that I'll be able to like target them and their passwords, the data that is being collecting from the backend one after the other into each of these work position. You understand? Instead of having it like this. So probably we'll just use, I don't know, there should be a better way, but the long way will just be just to target each of these what ID and then pass the data value from the backend into them as what, probably in a HTML or something. Yeah.
Those products content editable. I mean, oh yeah, content editable on double click or something like that.
Mm, well, I'm not sure how to go about that yet, but
Okay, put let's try it. Put inside that where you are now, inside the tag, the opening tag, put an attribute. No, down there, the caustic soda.
okay.
You put an attribute content editable. Content, just say content editable. It's an attribute of its own or on its own. Content
Okay.
editable as one word. Yes, equals to true. Okay, let's see your front end. Let's see what that works. Refresh. So try to edit that now. Okay, so it works.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this should serve. We use it to implement the edit if it's okay by you. So
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can actually do that.
okay, so we just keep it where okay. So that's and then that X, you said you're taking the X off, right? To use
The X is
the
being
inbuilt
hard-coded
functionality
by
for cancel.
the X is being hard-coded here. It's not like a button, it's a text actually. It's part of the
Yes, it's a
table
test.
data of that particular role.
Mm. So
So
you want the
probably if you want to like turn it to a button and also perform something, you might want to add you might want to add something like a
cursor
class,
pointer.
or yeah, a class name here, and probably do some styling to it and then make it a pointer clickable or something. Yeah. Then in the script, that when you click on this
Yeah, that
particular stuff, it's going to actually remove that entire row. and that's what we are going to use to send to the backend to delete that. But it's still, yeah,
So
we can still leave it like that. But
to delete. Yeah, that was what I had in mind actually.
yeah,
Uh,
it's okay though. It's okay. It's
it's
really
okay.
okay.
So meaning that in our next section, there's probability that we are going to have. So in the next section, we're going to have this place empty and render them from the back end, and then we're going to have um, our editing endpoint consumed and our delete endpoint consumed,
Yeah.
and then and then is it the endpoint or consuming or API? I don't know whether I'm speaking the right grammar.
API
And
endpoint.
then
Yeah.
what else?
Yeah. That's basically all. Just to fetch and render the data
You're going to
here,
have this is rendered
then
out.
edit and delete. Yeah. Those are the only three things remaining. Let me go to the routes. Yeah, so we just have to fetch our product. But there's no for a single product. We cannot view a single product, so we can just update and then delete. So
After
yeah. Hello.
Hmm. Guys, well done. No. Please, what cohort are you?
Mm,
creating
I mean,
after when you log in,
okay, Topman, I say something.
or these are this log.
On top my your network they break.
Code 25, code 20, code.
Are you
Yeah,
taking
I
it?
was saying, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'll ask my mommy my code. When I go.
I beg you people.
Okay.
You people
So
are
I'm thinking
professors.
you should. Tell you what, professor. I just like learners. We're not studying in public, but that's not ourselves. Yeah, I know people will like it.
Mm.
Some people like it.
That's,
So
that's
I will
we
so.
cut
still have our
it.
audience
I
that
will
will
cut
bless.
it out.
That's so.
You got. Oh man, let this public learning. Let people. Some people really appreciate it too. Some people really appreciate it. Why some persons be looking for, I need to just teach me this thing. Just teach me this thing sharp, sharp.
No
It's
problem
okay.
now. Yeah, sure.
But that's the whole idea. We just want to learn in public. Otherwise, we'll have rehearsed and do this thing.
Yeah,
Come
sure,
back here and just
definitely.
be talking.
I will
But
have
this
gone to
way, our life,
even I will
even
have
our
gone to
lives are
even
being
do this
helped.
somewhere, then just come here and just say everything I did. But I've not actually
Uh-huh.
taken a deep
So,
look. I didn't even look at the front end content at all.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So let's have this user. Let's have the first name and sorry, the first letters of the first name and surname rendered in that blue. Yeah, there. Yeah, so anyone who logs in, just do that one, and then we'll go for today.
Okay,
Go for
so
today. So, Madam Khadija, we are all learners. We are trying to learn things.
Hmm.
Yeah,
we are learning. We are learning.
especially me.
You people are, you are powerful.
I'm coming in
See,
this.
imagine,
Okay, is in the
I'm still
products.
struggling with it. People have done JavaScript, MySQL, everything,
even
HTML.
even even alias graduates are struggling with C. Don't worry.
Ah, but is it ALS that still teaches JavaScript or is it personal learning?
Don't worry. You
Don't
move.
worry,
You
you get
move.
there.
Don't worry. Just be moving step by step.
You get there. You get there.
Step by step. You get there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just,
Do hard things. Okay.
mm, girl.
Okay, I think I already found it. So it is in this profile picture div. So we are
Yeah,
just
that's
going
it.
to render the initial from the person's name. I think we can actually do that now and then just call it and draw the curtain here, right?
Yeah.
So I think that will
Yes.
happen when the user is trying. So let me implement that when the user is trying to like log in. Okay, because let me go to the login controller. So let me see. So in the login controller, we are only sending the token back. We are not sending the user back. So I'm just going to add the users that's the existing user, yeah, as part of the data that is being collected, that is being sent. So let's go to our index.js. So for now, I don't want to load this product. So let me just see what let me just console.log when the user login. So let's go back to our index here. So let me sign in. Okay, we have an array. Why is this? Okay, yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. So we have the info. So we have the first name. Where's the last name? And the last name here. Inside this existing user. Okay. Oh, okay. Do you know what? Let me just make this easier because it's supposed to be. Let me just target the first index since this is the only array, so you won't be having this populated yet. So let me just index of 0. Why are you throwing some other line? Oh, sorry about that. So
You should have more now.
no,
It's not
it's
first name and
just
last
one
name you
user.
want.
It's just one user.
Okay.
This is just one user. Yeah, this
No,
is just the
I think you
login.
understand what I mean. I was
Yeah, this
asking
is
for.
just the login. Yeah, it's just going to bring you one. I wanted to remove this array that we have here. So it's just going to populate the data as what? Just the data as
Okay.
existing user. Or let me just do this as user is equal to the existing user at the first index. So we won't be looking for what lost up and down. So it will be easier to actually target it that way. You can see user just have this. It's easier to target it this way.
Good.
Okay. So I've already registered before. So when you log in, it's just going to prompt the first name and the last name. So now since we already have that, so now we are going to do, so when the user log in, I'm going to set it under the local storage because we need it on another page. So local storage does set item as I'm going to call it what? Initials. So what do I want? Is this the spelling of initials? Sorry about that. So initials. So what I want to set is what? Data in this place. I'm going to be concatenating something. So don't mind the way. So I need the data dot user dot. You can see from here we have this is the old data. So inside the user, so data dot user dot first name or at the first index. This is going
First
to,
name 0.
yeah, index 0, then plus last name as as the first index 0. It's a very long thing, but I think you actually understand it. So data dot first underscore name at the first index, then plus there should be a space. I like this AI. It's already read my mind.
Interesting.
It's already read my mind. So there should be a space in between them, and then we have the
No,
data dot
no.
last name
Do we
at the
have? Do we
first.
need a space into them?
Yes,
I don't
now.
think so.
Do you need a space or a dot? Or do you
I
want
don't
it
think we need a space
together?
into them.
Just together. Oh, there's no need for
You have to be
space.
together.
There's
The
no need
AI
for
is
space
just
there.
showing itself.
Yeah. So let me close my bracket. Yeah, that should be it. So now I'm going to return this back. Then I don't want to us to be doing some testing. So in this place now, what I want to do is just to come here and then get, let me just say const initials is equal to local storage dot get items initials. So where do I want to render it?
And then we need on that profile photo. This profile photo.
Yeah. So we have the const
I thought you can get it first.
let me just do document ID. Let me just do it from here. Instead of saving into different variable, get by is it ID or class? Oh, it's by class.
Check commercial.
Okay. Get element by class name.
Wait, why don't you just give it an I?
There's no
And
need. It still works. It doesn't matter.
what if we decide to add a photo later?
Add a photo like how.
A picture. Yeah, because that's supposed to be for profile picture. So someone that does not have profile picture, initially
We
they show
will
you
modify
want the
later.
person.
We'll modify later.
Okay, all right.
So document will get element by ID dot inner HTML, right? Is equal to
Yeah,
initials, and that's it.
go to
Yeah,
initials. Okay, okay,
yeah.
great.
That's the initial from here. So let's. I hope you
Semicolon
have.
that you're not adding. These semicolons that you're not adding, let it not give you a problem. Oh.
Semicolon doesn't give problem in JavaScript, so whether you add it or not, it's not like C
It
programming
gives
language.
it gives problem. It gives problem. That there are cases where it gives problem.
So we
That
are
guy did
not
not
actually
render.
getting it here. What's the issue? You know what? Before we actually load this guy, let me quickly check
Wait,
something.
did you do get element by ID? When is the class?
No, it's a class. It's class that I use. Get element by class name.
Okay, okay.
Do you know what? I'm coming first. So console.log probably is from here, initials. So let's go back, refresh, sign in again. The initial is here now, yes.
So what is the matter?
But why is it not showing here? Oh, this is a div. It's actually a
So
div. So we need to actually create. Don't let me actually. Wait, can we do inner HTML inside div?
maybe
Or am I getting the profile
what
dash?
I use why not use an ID?
Eh?
Why not use an ID? What if that class there are several
The issue is not with the
wait to
class.
okay, it's not with it.
Yeah, so it's because we actually used to ID. We can even use a query selector or something. Yeah, everything works.
Why is
So
that not underlined? Why is
yeah,
okay?
it's because there's
Remove
a
the
dot there.
item.
Yeah.
What is wrong?
Um.
What is wrong? Okay, so
Or wait to
maybe we should draw the curtain. Yeah, we can rest our head.
wait first inner
I thought this should have just worked this way.
inner HTML. You know what? Let me go back. Where is that CSS? Let me go and remove that color.
Not remove the color.
Yeah.
The color is not a problem now. Hard code it and see right problem. Color is the problem. Hard code it and see. I don't think the color is the problem. Yeah, it is.
Hold on. Mhm. Okay, okay. You know what? Let's do something. Let me just add a p tag here and call this ID of initials. This one should not change anything, right? Yeah. So
Okay.
so in this my product dots. So yeah, I'm going to be get element by ID, and the ID is what initials. Is that what I put here? Yeah. Initials dot HTML initials. So yeah, we're good.
So we can't render directly
You
with
can't
the
see. I
div.
knew it was that div block. Yeah, the issue was with the div.
Okay, so you take off your console.log, your
Okay,
debugging console.log.
so here you have it. So we are good to go. Sweet, wonderful.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been it's been interesting, right?
Yeah, really,
Quite
really.
interesting, and this is to inspire everyone that you can actually learn this thing and you can actually do it, right? It's not. I mean, when we do the pro thing is inspiring. We'll come this way and show you all the errors, show you our learning processes. You know how we learn, how we put these things together. It's to inspire you so that you see that even those ones that are making those perfect YouTube videos, uh, they are learners as well. They encounter their own challenge. Confusion is everywhere. Confusion is at every level. It takes space, but that's how we we overcome problems, solve them. I'll keep going. So in the next video, we probably we probably will prepare and come and do it more speedily if we have the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but more speedily. So thank you so much. If you have any question, please leave us a comment on this video, and we'll be glad to attend to you. But if you're on the live call and you have a question, yeah, please do what to ask. We've spent quite a lot of time, and it was really worth it. It was really
Mhm.
worth it. See us, we are being raw, natural. It's okay. Okay, that'll be all for now. There's
uh,
no question. Robert, you can end your section.
yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you in another live section. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.